Hey everybody, I'm back in the kitchen today, and today I've been looking through recipes and I decided to come across this one recipe that I want to try. Normally when I do meatloaves I don't do it the way that this recipe calls for, but I'm going to try it today, and I'm going to make my own topping sauce also that called for the recipe. So today we are going to need cooking oil, a half cup of milk, 2 eggs, a teaspoon of salt and a tablespoon of salt and a tablespoon of pepper, 1 cup of sharp shredded cheese, a large onion diced, a large bell pepper diced, 2 pounds of ground beef, and I've never heard of this, a sleeve of Ritz crackers crushed up. So we're going to combine these ingredients and we are going to make a meatloaf. You are going to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. So while I get everything going, I've already got my oven preheated, and I'm actually going to make mashed potatoes with gravy. I've already got those peeled, diced, and getting boiled as we speak right now. So the next thing that we are going to do is we are going to do a tablespoon of oil. It's a little bit more than a tablespoon because we are going to actually saute the onions and the bell peppers. So I'm going to heat that up. Alright. So with that going on, I will saute the onions and bell peppers. Sorry, my mind just went totally blank. And once that's done, I will be right back to you. Okay, so I got my onions and bell peppers cooking. You just want to saute them just enough to where they're soft, not really hard. About 5 minutes of sauteing is all you need, just to soften them up. I love the smell of onions and bell peppers cooking. The aroma is just so great. Growing up, my father, he didn't like onions and bell peppers and everything, so we didn't get to eat them. So when I got married to Charlie, he introduced me to onions. And from then on, 25 years, onions go in anything, except for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So, okay, let me get this done and we'll switch back over here so we can put it all together. See you in just a minute. Okay, so in a large mixing bowl, we're going to take, oh wow, really? Okay, the eggs, pour 2 eggs in here. The crushed crackers, the milk, the cheese, the salt and pepper, and the onions and bell pepper. I'm going to put all of that in here. Mix it together. Mix all of this pretty well. In doubt, it says. Okay. Now we are going to add to it the 2 pounds of ground beef. Got right here. Okay, we're going to mix this together, but we're not going to over mix it because you don't want it to fall apart or anything like that. You just want to make sure it's good and mixed, just not over mixed. Okay, so you're going to get your meatloaf pan. You don't have to use a loaf pan. You can use a regular pan, but it's just going to take longer to cook and it could possibly dry out. So, wash my hands real quick. I've got a loaf pan here. And take and put it in. Get all of the yummies up in there. Pat it down into the pan. Pat it to where it's pretty even all the way. Wash my hands again real quick. Alright, so I've got it in the pan. So we are going to put it in the oven for 30 minutes. Like I said, you preheat your oven to 350 degrees. We're going to put in for 30 minutes, and when I come back, we're going to make the topping, and then we'll add that to it. See you soon. Okay. Retake number 2. Okay, so for this part, the meatloaf has about 3 minutes left of cooking, so we're going to go ahead and put together the topping for the meatloaf. All you're going to need is, and this is going to sound so funny, I've never used any of these ingredients before on topping of my meatloaf, but we're going to try it because this is something new and I like trying new things. So ketchup, mustard, and brown sugar. So what we do is we're going to take 2 tablespoons of brown sugar, add in 3/4 cups of ketchup, and then we're going to add 1 teaspoon of mustard. And we're going to mix this up very well. Make sure all the sugar and mustard and everything is mixed up pretty well. And like I said earlier, for my sides, I'm making homemade mashed potatoes and I'm making corn on the cob. We've got beautiful corn on the cob. Beautiful colors. So that's what our side dishes are going to be today with our meatloaf. And if you have a meatloaf recipe that you would like to share, please post it and I'll be more than happy to try it. Like I said, I love trying new things. Actually, it doesn't smell bad. It smells actually pretty good. I should have made some homemade rolls with it. I just thought about that. I don't have a yeast today, so no roast today. Okay, so that's pretty well mixed up. Put this in my sink to be washed. Put this out of my way because the meatloaf's gonna come out. In just a few minutes, and we're gonna have to that timer. Okay, so this is the meatloaf so far. This is just the first stage of it. We still have about 30 to 45 more minutes of cooking, but right now we want to take the topping and place it on and let it cook for 30 to 45 minutes with the topping on it. We're going to bring the temperature of when it's done is going to be 160 degrees in the middle. So right now we are looking it's still going up. Give it just a second. In middle about 120 right now. So we still have a little ways to go. So we're going to put the topping on, like I said. We're going to take that and just generously put it on.
You want to ask you a question, just shake your head, yes or no. Did you turn the mic on? Every time?
So, okay, I got the topping on. So now, like I said, we're going to place it back in the oven and we're going to do 30 to 45 more minutes or until the middle reads 160 degrees. So, with that being said, let's go back in. So, I will see you in 30 to 45 minutes. Come back now, you hear? Hi. Hello, so I'm back. Okay, so we got less than 40 seconds on the counter to bring out the meatloaf from the oven to make sure that the middle is 160 degrees so we can serve it up and see how it turns out. So let me grab my mittens. They're right here. I already have them. Get ready to take it out. That looks good. So let me find my meat thermometer. It's right here. Place it right in the center. Actually right at 160 degrees where we need to be. So now what we're going to do is we're going to let it rest for 15 minutes. So the next time you see me, I will be doing the taste test. So let me let this rest, and I'll see you in 15 minutes. Welcome back, y'all. Okay, my meatloaf has set for 15 minutes and rested. So now it's time for the taste test. So, get some with the sauce. The smell of it is really good. It smells real good. Okay, let's see how it tastes. Oh, it is amazing. It turned out great. I will post the recipe. Once I post a video, it will have the recipe with it. If you have any that you would like to share with me, please do. But don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and ring that bell. As always, from my kitchen to your kitchen, be safe and be blessed. Thank you and have a good night. Bye-bye.